All right, I think we're live.
Huh?
I think we're live. It says setting up your meeting for Facebook Live. Hey, I'm gonna be good at this.
All right.
All right, here we are. Can you see me?
Yeah.
All right, we're good. Hey, so just here with Ernest Wiggins of Atlas Speed Training. So obviously he is a small business owner, and during these times, he's still out there offering great fitness programs, and I would love to discuss obviously the importance of fitness during these times and what you should be doing. Anyway, Ernest, thanks for coming on, man. How's everything going?
Hey, man, not a problem, dude. I'm blessed to be here. Even though we're going through some crazy times, still finding ways to make it all work for everybody to stay happy, stay fit, and continue to progress.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. So obviously, has has your business been affected at all by this, or you still business as usual, or how's it looking for you?
Well, the cool thing is how Atlas Speed Training started back in 2012. I'm getting kind of old, guys. We actually started outside. So we used to do training at public parks, at high schools, and so forth, or even soccer clubs. So the origin of Atlas Speed Training was outside. And then later on, we ended up getting going in on a facility and this, that, another. Now, with this time in the midst of the coronavirus, honestly, it's like nothing's ever changed for me. Uh, I've come to some of the public parks here in Orlando, whether it's beach volleyball courts, and some other facilities out in like Winter Springs, Windermere, and so forth, to continue my training with clients, high end clients, and athletes as well. So to be honest with you, I have not really seen a dip in my progression or in my business at all. To be honest
Well,
with
that's
you, I've
awesome,
actually,
man.
yeah, to be honest with you, I've actually increased my clientele with adults.
Wow, good for you. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people that are out of work right now or can't go into work or are kind of getting stir crazy have come out and really taken advantage of your system. Now, I know they say that fitness is really important to kind of fight this thing. So, what do you recommend for people that either they can reach you at Atlas Speed Training, obviously on your Facebook page, and also what do you recommend they do if they can't reach out to you, if they're just home sitting around um, wondering what's next?
That's awesome. I appreciate it. Yeah, anyone can always reach out to me on Facebook through Atlas Speed Training, or if you're on Instagram, it's at Atlas Speed. And then, of course, if you're at home, if you can't go out, one thing that you must know is if you're dormant and if you're inactive, it actually decreases your immune system. So one thing you must do, you must stay active. That's how you stabilize and increase your immune system. You can do something if, let's say, you're at the house, can't go outside, and you're kind of bored, you want to do something. All you got to do is go to the internet. Let's go to YouTube. Why not? You can type in stay at home workouts or in home workouts and do workouts in the house. It's very simple. All you need is a chair, your dining room chair, or a couch. I wouldn't advise using your bed because you don't want your spouse or your significant other or your parents getting on you for jumping on the bed. We're not gymnastics or gymnasts here, so let's not break any beds. Party foul.
And we don't
All
want
right,
to be in the hospital right now.
all right. Or on the hot seat. I wouldn't want to be in the hot seat, man. And of course, you don't want to be in the hospital right now because then your family can't come see you, and that's gonna be worse than anything else.
For
And then on
sure.
top of that, if you get bored with doing, like, let's say, those workouts, do yoga. We all need it. That's the one exercise or fitness component I think everyone needs to add into their lives. Even as an athlete or just a regular civilian, you need to work on yoga. It's good for the mind, body, and spirit. So those are some of my keynotes to do while you're inside. If you're able to go outside, I mean, here I'm in Orlando, Florida. I'm at the Orlando Skate Park, which is near the Executive Airport. And if you notice, there's a huge beach volleyball court right behind me here. There's nobody here. So why not go outside? We all need the vitamin D. We all need fresh air. That's another thing I need to go back on. Even when you're inside, whether you're being active or not, you got to remember you're breathing in recycled air, okay? And those filters aren't always catching every single bacteria that's going through those filters. So you need to get outside and breathe. Let your body just feel free for a second, and you'll feel happiness. You'll feel happier. Your body will feel like, all right, I'm revitalized now. So if you can, get outside is very important for you.
Man, that's awesome. Yeah, and a little bit about Ernest too. I mean, he's been here locally. He was an Olympic athlete. He's in the Hall of Fame at App State for track and field, and he
Go
does
Mountaineers.
deal. Yeah, and he does. He currently has several pro athletes that work with him. So he is not just some guy on the corner looking to train people. He's very, very, very active in the community as well. He does do a lot of charity work and just a lot of good things. Is there something that what's going on now with a lot of that charity work and stuff you do? Those kids, I know that you're trying to look out for the kids at the schools in the local. I know that it's like an education program. I know that you're highly involved in. How's that going? Do you need help with food for them?
Yeah, well, see, the coronavirus have put a damper on a lot of things, and it kind of sucks, but this is also a way for us to find different angles to get the job done. I was supposed to be involved in a a charity fashion show that was supposed to happen actually on the 25th, actually last Friday. Of course, that didn't get to happen due to the coronavirus, and of course, proceeds from that we're going to go to helping families put food on their table, clothes on their back, shoes on their feet, and then of course some money in their excuse me, why going around here, and of course some money in their pockets so they can travel and so forth. That being said, it is hard. So the best thing to do, use Facebook. You can type in any charity, New Hope for Kids, Elevate, Make-A-Wish Foundation. These are some of the foundations that I work with to help everybody increase their livelihoods. One thing that I do personally, now I'm not saying everyone should do this, but if you know families, if you know individuals in your community who need help and you're blessed, give, be generous. Don't be one of those guys or one of those families who are at Target and you're snatching all the toilet paper just for yourself and you got 2,000 rolls of toilet paper for no reason, okay? If you can spare $10, $15, $20, buy a pair of socks, buy some toilet paper, buy some Ziploc bags or plastic Ziploc bags so people can conserve their food and so forth, or they can have fresh socks or fresh clothing. Or even if you need to do your spring cleaning, guess what? If you had that on your to-do list for your New Year's resolution, now is the time to do it. So do your spring cleaning. You have extras you can give away, do it, because there are families who are in need for this. And this is the perfect time because a lot of people are losing their jobs. They're losing a lot of opportunities to improve their livelihood. And this is where we all need to come together as a community and step up.
Yeah, and I know I'm big into Make-A-Wish myself, and we had our Wish Makers Ball that was supposed to happen this month.
Yeah.
And that brings in over $1 million for these children that we're not going to be able to get now. We've rescheduled. I know Make-A-Wish has rescheduled it to the end of August now. So I'll have to get you that new date if you haven't seen it yet. And yeah, it's tough. I mean, if anybody out there has the ability to give, or, I'm sure everybody's affected by this somehow, but yeah, definitely. And Ernest, I definitely want you to put your information in the link below once this goes live so that people can get a hold of you and contact you as far as using you for their strength and conditioning during this time. And then as well as any charities that you want them to be involved in, that would be great.
That'd be amazing.
So it sounds like personally and professionally, you're doing well. I mean, this is great. I'm glad to hear that.
Not too shabby. Now, I will say personally, I'm losing my brain here a little bit because I don't get me wrong. I love the opportunity that has been brought to me to continue my work with Atlas Speed and the athletes and clients who are involved with Atlas Speed. I'm very thankful for that. But outside of work, I can't do anything else. I've read almost every book in my library, and that is more than 5 books, let me tell you. And I'm one of those
What's
type of
one that
people.
what's one that you recommend?
Well, right now I'm finishing up Blue Market Strategy, which is Blue Ocean Strategy, which is a great marketing book. So if you're in small business, if you're thinking of becoming an entrepreneur and you're inspired to reach new goals in your business life, that's one book I would highly suggest. Another book is called The Greatest Salesman Ever, and it's written by O.G. Mendino. This is a book that talks about now. This book really holds hold close to my heart because it speaks about not selling a product, not selling yourself, but selling the benefit of life, just being true to life itself. And that's how, if you think about people who are great at selling things, they're really not selling a product. They're selling the life that the product brings, or just having that product. You're not selling just a car. How do you feel when you're in that car? What are your expectations? How do you live through it? If you're buying this brand new home, are you just buying a five bedroom home, or are you buying a house that you've always dreamed of, and you're getting this house? It's just like, oh man, I finally
Yeah,
did it.
what a
It's
fulfillment, right?
a fulfillment, right? And so when I started Atlas Speed Training, that was one of the books I picked up, and I was like, you know what? That's exactly that's how I'm meant to be. I'm not selling people, I'm gonna get you this fast, this, that, another. If you're training, yes, you're gonna get better, but it's the spiritual part of it, you
Yeah, I
know?
mean, I remember opening up those gates at Winter Park High School
Mm-hmm.
back when you were starting out and had a few kids there. And man, look at you now, man. I'm so proud. I remember we met Ray Lewis together. I mean, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
a lot of cool
Wishmakers
things, man.
balls, meeting some good things, man. So it's great to see what you're becoming, man. That's awesome, you know.
I appreciate it big
Uh,
time.
man, I do appreciate you. We got to do this more often, man. And
Anytime,
hey,
man.
how do people get those cool shirts and hats? Do you sell them, or is that
So
only for people that come out and train with you? I got to
it's
get
funny
one of those
because
fancy hats for my podcast. I'll wear it
I know
every
I
time
gotta
I'm
get some more.
talking.
I gotta get some more made. Funny thing is, an athlete who just left, he was asking me about some new shirts because I actually been training this athlete since he was 14 or 15. Now he's playing collegiate soccer, scholarship athlete. He's doing great. Um, I told him I gotta redo everything now, and this is actually the perfect time to do so, where when I have my off time, I can sit down and do some designs, and then I'm gonna get some printed out. So once I get them all printed out,
Oh, set up an
they will be
online
on.
store.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. And
That's
I'm
good.
gonna come out with a new line this year. So I've talked about it with you before, but I can't spoil it too much right now,
Yeah,
so
no
can't nobody
worries,
get
man.
an
We'll get back on live where we can launch it.
idea. Yeah, no, oh, that'd be awesome, right?
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Hey, so these what's going on with these the NFL and the NBA right now, man? These guys on hold or
Oh man, it's on hold. The crazy part is, I think it was last week. I was on the phone with DJ, which is he's not just a client, he's a very good friend of mine, DJ Augustine, number 14 for the Orlando Magic, point guard. And actually, I had to help him uh, construct in-home gym because they don't want their athletes out and about. They don't want them to take any chances.
yeah, well, it's
So
their
we're on the
investment,
phone.
right?
Huh?
That's their investment, right?
Yeah,
They
that's their investment. You got that right. So I'm on the phone with DJ. I'm on the phone with all these, these guys who sell equipment throughout Orlando. I'm going all over the place trying to help him find equipment to service DJ so he can keep himself in shape and happy and injury free. So with that being said, yeah, it sucks a lot because these athletes can't get out there and practice the way they need to with their teams. They can't play right now because their season's on hold. Also, with the NFL, I've gotten to team up with Mario Addison, who was formerly the starting defensive end and outside linebacker for the Carolina Panthers, who is now playing for the Buffalo Bills. Way to go, Mario! I'm very proud of you. With him, we were able to train down here. Then, of course, all this happened, so he had to leave town. Does that bug me? Of course, because that's a high-end athlete that I want to make sure he's taken care of. I want to make sure he's increasing in his potential. But now he's back down in Alabama. He at his house. He's fully equipped, so he's good to go. And he's taking care of his life down there. So a lot of these athletes, those who want to be the greatest, they're taking care of their situation. They're taking advantage of this situation, and I'm very proud of them. Now we
That's
got to get
awesome.
everybody else to be on the same page.
Yeah. So what if somebody was home right now, like myself and my family,
Mm-hmm.
and they're very concerned about going out in the public because obviously this thing is the unknown is what people are worried about. If they
Right.
wanted to reach out to you to have a program put together for them as far as an exercise program and maybe even some sort of diet program. I know diet programs are tough right now because you're kind of on the grocery list and you're just getting what's available to feed yourself.
Yeah.
But what would something like that, is there, what would something like that cost people? Would they just to have you write up plans for them? Is that something that you're interested in doing at this time? Would that help your business out?
Yeah, it would help my business, of course, but my first thought is helping the person, helping the family. With that being said, it wouldn't be a hassle to write out a program for a family or an individual. What the cost would be, it's all based upon what their need is, and that's something that would be probably discussed. I can tell you this: I am not expensive because I'm not one of those type of people that's like, you're getting it from me, and it's gonna be the best thing ever because it's only coming from me. Nah, I'm here to help everyone out, but at the same time, my time is valuable. And that, with that being said, sometimes I'm very focused on. I would rather be able to be with the client so I can monitor their technique, making sure they're staying injury free, making sure they're warming up properly, making sure they're doing everything they're supposed to do within that workout program to make them fit and make them happy, and of course, injury free.
Awesome. So what I'll do is, if you don't mind, I'll drop your cell and your email into the comments below once we go
Mm-hmm.
live. And this way, anybody that wants to get out there and train with you, uh, I know even a lot of youth athletes that are home right now that don't have anybody like you to get involved with them. Uh, Probably good to reach out to you. And man, I'm just glad, like I said, I'm glad to get on with you. I'm glad to see you're doing well. And I do appreciate it, man. Hey, anytime you want to jump on and do this, man, reach out.
This is cool. It wouldn't be anyone else I'd rather do it with, buddy, because you're actually good for the camera. You got a good camera face, man. You camera ready,
Yeah,
man.
I'm trying. I had to shave a little bit. I had that coronavirus beard. It was
Yeah.
coming down here. So this has actually been fun for me, man. It's keeping me sane to get on with friends and people I know like yourself, and just to see you're doing well, man. That's awesome. And
Thank
listen,
you.
if you
That's what
have
it's all
any
about.
other small business owners out there or people that want to get their voice heard and get on live, man, tell them to reach out to me. Let's do it. I'm down.
Man, I'll do that, man. I do know a few people, and I'll reach out to them and see how we can all get connected. And you keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm very proud of you. I'm very blessed that you're my friend. Uh, Going on since 2000,
Yeah, it's got to be
13
probably
or 14?
12 or 13. Yeah, man,
Yeah, this is cool,
it's been
man.
a good run, man. Hey, and I've always loved, man. I know even when we're busy and we still reconnect, it's like we've been friends forever. So, man,
Hey, no time lost, right?
yeah, hey, I'm good. I know it's hard to gain your trust, so I'm glad that I'm one of them that's under your wings.
I appreciate it, brother.
All right, man, you take it easy and love you, man.
Hey, love you too, brother. Take care.
See you.
Peace.